Radhakrishna. Jai. ISKCON of Prabhu ki jai. Radha Madhava Kunja Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaura Premanandi, Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivacharya, Asvatara Shishimari's Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasabhudara Shrimati Tamal Krishna Goswami Namre, Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasabhudara Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namre, Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini, Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschita Desatarini. Hare Krishna. First, we would like to warmly welcome all of you for our Sunday program. This is a special day because we have a few candidates here who are intending to take their spiritual initiation. This is their first initiation. They'll be getting the holy names, and it's called the Harinam Diksha. Yeah? I say, Mom. Maybe you can sit here. There's a chair reserved for you. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. So they are all taking the next step in their devotional or spiritual journey. As I mentioned, this spiritual initiation is known as Diksha also. Today we are awarding these candidates the holy name initiation, or as we call them, Harinam Diksha. Okay. They will all take their sacred vows, and then we will welcome them and give them their set of beads here to chant. And we'll give them a new name also. Okay, the name is not the main thing, okay? Everyone thinks the name. Everyone comes here waiting for the name, right? Yeah. So, because they are doing this wonderful auspicious act, we welcome all of you to witness this glorious activity or event. Mainly because witnessing such a wonderful, glorious activity is in themselves a devotional or spiritual activity. And so most of you, simply by being here in the presence, you are also making advancements spiritually. So that's a wonderful thing. So it is considered good fortune to witness such activities. Not only are you witnessing it, but you are also actively participating in it. The temple is a sacred space for such wonderful activity to take place. By being here, you are giving your support and blessings from loved ones to your loved ones also. Okay, you help them navigate to many wonderful spiritual places which they may otherwise not be able to go without such blessings, without such positive energies and vibrations from all of you. So feel it in your heart to give your blessings to all these wonderful participants here. So we are all here, all of us, here to support, bless and pray for all of them. Yeah? Hare Krishna. So we request all of you to bring your prayers, your blessings, and your heart into this ceremony. This ceremony is a formal entrance into our what we call sampradaya or disciplic succession. If you look up on the back of the temple room, the pictures of the saints who are our predecessor teachers. They're very powerful personalities, and we are connecting these 4 wonderful candidates to that disciplic succession. And by connection, they will get the blessings of all the saintly personalities in our disciplic succession. Wonderful. So it's a formal entrance into our sampradaya. They will be receiving holy names, as I mentioned earlier, through the spiritual master, Moa, and and we are doing this service on behalf of our spiritual master, His Holiness Radhakrishna Maharaj, and on behalf of the founder Acharya of our movement, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And our governing body commission, the ultimate managing authority. So this is an important service. It is not a small thing, but rather a great event. Maybe some of you can move. You can take away these tensions. You guys sit, you don't have to, yeah. Initiate, sit where you are. All right, the ceremony, as I mentioned, connects all these devotees here with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Then when they come into the shelter, we call that ashraya, taking shelter of Krishna. And then what happens is you understand that the most important thing is being that we are eternal servants of Krishna. Yeah, you all know this. I'm just saying it. So most of you know this. Yeah, this is not a small thing. And this initiation process helps us understand that point very quickly, provided we do it sincerely. Yes, it's not something that you take it for granted. It's not. That's not what the contract is going on now. Okay, right. So please understand that we are trying to connect them to becoming servants of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, all your blessings are very important. Very important. Each and every one of you can give blessings. Do not think you don't have the ability or the potency. Every single one of you can give blessings. Yeah? However little it is, it's still counted. Just like when Lord Ram was building the bridge to Sri Lanka, even a tiny spider was pushing a sand grain, and Hanuman was laughing and said, "Ha ha, I'm carrying big boulders." And Lord Ram said, even that is wonderful. Even that counts. So each and every one of you, you should put your heart and give them the blessing. Please understand that we are eternal beings who have left the spiritual realm, and coming into this material world, we become distorted in the way we see things. We left the Lord's association, but we are meant to exist with Him in the eternal spiritual realm. But because we left, we are not able to do many wonderful things with the Lord. So now this connection is to allow you to do many wonderful things with the Lord in the spiritual realm. That is the important thing to understand. Otherwise, we come into this temporary world. What are most of us doing? We are all rushing, trying to do things quickly, but we don't know why sometimes. Right? But we are meant to actually have this eternal connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, how does this initiation work? And when does it work, and when does it not work? Okay. So over the years we have seen, Vatsal Prabhu also, who is also an initiating guru in ISKCON, and he has seen, and many senior devotees, we have seen many successes and many failures also. Both success and failures are there in any institution, in any process. But this process works if you put your heart into it sincerely. If you do not put your heart into it, don't complain that it didn't work. The spiritual life is, as Srila Prabhupada says, is a razor's edge. So if you're not very careful, you get cut. And then you will say it's painful. Yeah. But that's how it is. It's like when you buy diamonds, you have to spend millions of dollars. It's not a cheap diamond, it's not fake diamond you're buying here. So you have to spend lots and lots of effort in it. In Hari Bhakti Vilas, there's a book that was written by Sanatana Goswami. It explains that certain elements are required that has to take place so that transformation of the distorted conditioned living soul into a pure soul and an eternal servant of Krishna can take place. So that transformation is called, that elements that we are going to talk about is Pancha Samskars. That's the 5 elements of Samskar. Samskar means perfect duties. Mainly the activities you do in Samskars are sanctifying. It purifies us, it clears, it gives clarity to why we are doing these activities. So there are 5 of them, and if you do it properly, your consciousness is purified, and when the consciousness is purified, you become attached to the Supreme Lord. And then the love of God springs forth from your heart. Okay? The first one is called tapa or tapa. In general, you use like sandalwood or tilak, and you can write Radhakrishna, or you can put Radhe Sham and Hare Krishna. You can write on your body like that. So that's tapa. But in other traditions, they actually take the brand iron and they heat it in fire and they brand it. But our Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very kind to us. So he just use chandan, sandalwood pulp and tilak. Okay? So sometimes you see Sri Radhe, right? If you go to Vrindavan and so on. We don't find it in the West so much, but if you go to India, you'll see they have written all over their bodies and so on. So it's kind of interesting when you are not aware that such things can be done. Now, that's external. But tapa also includes internal cleansing in the heart by inner repentance. I mean, things that you feel bad about doing, now that you know what the human form of life is meant for, what you should be doing and should not be doing. And so there must be a genuine repentance in the heart. You must have that. And not only that, in doing these ceremonies, you will develop a genuine aversion to material life. Okay? Not artificially rejecting it, but you grow to disassociate yourself in trying to enjoy material lifestyle. Okay? So that's very important to understand. Not only that, we also have the 4 regulated principles. No meat eating, including fish, eggs, or insects. Okay? Well, don't laugh, because there are people who eat that, and some big companies are now, packing insects. They say it's lots of protein, Yeah. Now, we don't eat meat and so on, not because of those things, it's because those kind of products are in the mode of ignorance, and it doesn't help us focus on the personality of Godhead. Mode of ignorance takes you away. Not only that, by not killing animals and insects or fish or other living entity, you actually become compassion. you can develop compassion in your heart. So that's one of the reasons. The second thing is no intoxication. It includes coffee, tea, cocoa, chocolate, yes, because they have caffeine in it. So we try not to have any form of intoxicants, any form, even drugs also, yeah. But if you take all these kind of intoxicants, alcohol and so on, what happens is you lose the ability to perform austerity. Very difficult. The ability to perform austerity has become very difficult. Austerity is good when it is aligned with pleasing the Supreme Personality of God here. But otherwise it actually weakens the mind. And the third one is no illicit sex except for procreation in our tradition. Why? Because too much sex creates an unclean consciousness where your mind is attracted to enjoying the self. And so we want to moderate that. You can have children and so on, that's fine. Some people think we are crazy, but anyway, we don't want the mind to be intoxicated in sense enjoyment. We want it to be focused on the Supreme Lord, and thereby you will develop a higher consciousness. And the last one is no gambling. Now if you gamble, you develop a tendency to become untruthfulness, yeah. You lie, you fake, right, and so on. So therefore we beg our candidates and all not to do these four things. If you do, you're not pure and your mind is agitated, so therefore you will commit more and more sin in your life. And because in this age how the mind is so much agitated and you're not able to control it, you therefore need a spiritual master to tell you no, no, yes, yes, no, like that, yeah? So then you are able to control yourself very nicely. We should not remain a slave to every impulse of the mind. It is not good. To increase your spiritual well-being, one must be getting up early in the morning. That is called tapasya, austerity. Getting up early in the morning is a glorious struggle against the material influences, which weaken us actually. Therefore we encourage our practitioners to perform simple task like this. It's a challenge, but the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Practice makes perfect, yes. Okay. Now, the austerity should not become a torture, nor should it make one tired, bereft of energy, or becoming sleepy during classes, like that, okay? So, it must be appropriate in all situations. Austerities must be, it should not be extremes. Austerity should not be. But we need austerities to go against the stream of this modern godless civilization. Mostly they misguide many people. So no good transformational results can take place. Now the second thing that you see is called the Urdhva Pundara. That means we put on this tilak. Okay, this is marking of the body. This symbol we do it in 12 places of the body, the upper body. Okay, and in our Sampradaya or disciplic succession, it's known as a Gaudiya. We are Gaudiya Vaishnavas, so our tilak is shaped this way. Alright? Now if you go to another Vaishnava tradition, their tilak, they may have 3 lines that go upward. Right? The whole idea of this tilak is to say that we belong to a certain lineage, we have a certain philosophy, and we are adherents of such precepts and practices. So anyone who sees us in this tradition, particularly in India, they will immediately know, oh, they come from this Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. Just like policemen, right? You know immediately because they wear a uniform, unless they are undercover, right? Yeah. So we are not undercover. We wear the tilak and then we show people who we are. So it's an allegiance to designate our body as well as to designate our body as a temple of the Lord. The Lord stays in our heart as the super soul, and so we mark this body, we ornament them with this tilak. So every day you must do it, right? If you don't want, if you are feeling shy, then use water and put tilak, right? But otherwise you should do every day, yeah. And because then you identify that you are not this body. This body belongs to the Supreme Lord, to Krishna. Yeah. So Urdhva Pundra, in a broader sense, means all things related to one's identity as an eternal servant of Krishna, because everything belongs to him. Also this includes the neck beard. Srila Prabhupada said this is like the, yeah, dog collar. So we are all the servants of the Supreme Lord or a spiritual master like this. So dhoti, your kurta, sari, all this, and even your beads, okay, all this. So the path to Krishna is marked by the lines going upward. Means we are going to Krishna. Now this, when we put the tilak, we do say Om. First one is Om Keshavaya Namah. So Ka, when we see the Ka, the Keshava Ka refers to Lord Brahma, Esha refers to Lord Shiva, and then in the middle where it's clear, it should be clear, right? It shouldn't be blocked. So when the clear portion is where Lord Narayana or Krishna with his consort resides, okay? And both Brahma and Shiva paying obeisance to Lord Krishna, because the Lord has wonderful transcendental qualities. Okay, and then the third thing is Nama. So the Nama means we have a relationship with the Lord, and by calling out His glorious names, we develop an affection needed to establish the relationship. And that's the reason why we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada said, simply by chanting that mantra, we are saying, "Oh my Lord, O consort of Krishna, Srimati Radharani, please engage me in your eternal loving service." That's what we are doing. That's the whole purpose in this chanting, in this process of initiation. Now the Lord likes that we chant His name. He becomes very happy because His names are glorious just like He is. So therefore He becomes very happy. And this name is to be chanted daily by the students or the candidates, a minimum of 16 rounds daily. Chanting nicely protects you from breaking your vows. Thank you. When you break your vows, you break your spirituality. It is you who suffer, no one else. So you know when you do it, and Krishna knows when you do it. So you cannot run away. Of course, during initiation, all your sins are taken away. You start with a fresh plate. But if you commit sin after that, you put the spiritual master at a difficult situation, because you are taking shelter of the spiritual master. Therefore the spiritual master must take a portion of your illicit, sinful activities that are not sanctioned. Of course, if the spiritual master finds out, he'll just kick you away. Okay, so don't let me kick you away. Alright. Yeah, if you break principles, I'm not accepting it. I'm telling you now. It's between you and Krishna. Yeah. Okay. So, and then during initiation, I'll give you your sacred name. The names are wonderful. It's the name of the Supreme Lord or His consort. It's just like Ajamil, when he was dying, or he saw the Yamadutas, he got frightened and he called out on his son, and his son's name was the name of the Lord. So similarly, if you are dying and you're thinking, oh, let's say your name is Achyuta Das, and then you say, oh, Achyuta Das, you have made a big mistake. So at least you think of the name Achyuta, you will be delivered. Yeah, at least, yeah. You think, oh Achyuta, what did I do wrong? Something like that, okay. And then the fourth element is mantra, that means receiving the Gayatri mantras, so that you can perform deity worship on the altar. And of course, it also allows you to experience the nectar of the holy names. Alright, the Gayatri mantra is given when you take your second or Brahminical initiation. This is the first initiation. Generally, in our ISKCON, it used to be 6 months, but nowadays it's about a couple of years, because we want you to study Prabhupada's books and understand the philosophy. We find many of our students who become Brahmanas, but they don't understand the philosophy, and they say things that are very detrimental to our society, right? Without understanding things properly. And they sometimes conflate spirituality with materialism, and they think that's okay. So we don't want such things. And then the last thing is yaga. Yaga means using the Guru's mantra that he gives you to actually go and worship the murtis, Sri Murtis, or Shaligram Shila. This is important because pujas purifies and protects all of us from the danger of falling into Maya, right? And by doing service to the Lord on the altar, you identify that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul, I am servant. So those things enforces us, and so it's very important. So this yaga is the final samskar. It's a procedure for worshipping the Lord by applying all our mental, physical faculties of meditation, seeing, touching, smelling, tasting, thinking, discriminating, and acting. Okay, that is the next stage. But in the meantime, you can do it in your own home with pictures and so on. Without yaga, you have no life, according to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Now, without accepting all these principles, you cannot develop intense love for Krishna. Therefore, these samskars are very important, and all of you have gone through that over the last few years. And then Rupa Goswami says, when we come to spiritual life, 3 things are most important. Out of 64 elements that you need to perform, 3 things are most important. That is, one should accept the shelter of the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master, becoming initiated by the spiritual master, and the last thing is to obey the orders of the spiritual master. Means the spiritual master will not tell you to go here or go there or run away or do some silly things. It's all based on how to improve your spiritual life. Okay? Right. Yeah. How such transformation takes place, there's a saying, there's a verse which says, bell metal is turned into gold. So when you practice all this clearly, you or all of us who are in this material conditioning can give up this attachment to the material world and become spiritual. And you may say, how is that? It's just like chemical bondage, right? In chemistry, all this bonding. But when you add certain other chemicals, those bonds can be broken. So these samskars, when you do it very nicely, you break your attachments from all these material things that are holding you back. Okay? And then you become very successful. But if you do not do it properly, then you will see that you are not making any progress. Okay? And among all this, the most important thing is that you should be chanting your 16 rounds daily without any offenses. There are 10 offenses, and the most important of the 10 offenses is, thank you, inattentive chanting. Because it is from this inattentive chanting that you commit all the other offenses. Okay? So we have to develop a focus that we will not commit the offenses. Now, why do we commit the offenses? We commit offenses because we do not identify ourselves as servants of Krishna. Okay, the very fact that we are identifying as I am this, I am American, I am European, I am Chinese, I am Indian, I am this, that, causes all kinds of chaos in our lives. Okay? So therefore, chanting with absorption is the key to meeting the holy name, otherwise we will only commit offenses. Okay. Alright. Now as I sit here and I'm thinking I'm going to be initiating, I'm thinking of my spiritual master. Because for many years I was traveling with him and he would initiate. And I'll be sitting behind giving him the beads and so on, you know. And I kind of miss him, you know. I'd rather see him do it than I'm taking over this role. But in any case, yeah, I've been asked to, so I'm doing this as a service. Now, after your initiation, no more sinful activities. Okay? Sinful reactions are all finished. Okay? All right. So, let's see. You all did your Achaman, right? We will start with Bhaktin Kirsten. Please come pay obeisance. No. Turn the other way around. You don't face your back to the deities. Hare Krishna. You excited? Okay, last chance. You can go away or you... Okay, so now you have to tell me what are the 4 regulatory principles that you'll follow.
No meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication.
Okay, and how many rounds daily?
Minimum 16.
On Ekadasi?
25.
25 rounds, yeah. No meat eating includes?
No fish, eggs, and insects.
Okay. All right. So, I'm giving you this name on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and the Governing Body Commission and connecting you to this Guru Parampara. Your name is Kesha Priya Devi Dasi.
हर ग्रेस केशव प्रिया देवीदासी माता जी की
Keshava. Keshava means one who has long black matted hair and all beautiful hair. I gave you that name because one of my god sisters was saying you're always fixing your hair. Not because of that. I also know that you, your mom and your sister all have K as the name, right? Kelsey and Kelly, yeah. So therefore I didn't want to change that. So your name is Kesha Priya. So yeah, another name for, it means Keshava Priya means Keshava is Krishna. Keshava Priya is referring to Srimati Radharani. Okay, yeah. So Keshava Priya is also Tulsi Maharani here. Yeah, but I'm giving you as Keshava Priya Devi Dasi means you are the maid servant of Srimati Radharani. Okay. Hare Krishna. Here. Now if you're wondering why I'm calling different people, it's the way they approach me for initiation. So the next person would be Michael Pa. Michael. Michael is a gentle giant. Actually, before we ask Michael, can we give this microphone to? I want. Shobha, can you say something quickly about Kesha by Priya?
Hare Krishna. Kesha Priya is such a wonderful, wonderful devotee. You know, when she first came to the temple, like I met her like 2 years ago, she's very shy and very gentle. The demeanor of her itself is like very attractive. She's a very attractive personality, and she has so much faith in chanting. You can see her coming from Mangalarti every single day, and whenever there is a free time, her hands would be on the bead bag and her mouth would be chanting the holy names. So such dedication she has for the holy names. So I get inspiration from her, like how much sincerely she takes up the chanting. And she does wonderful services behind the curtains. She polishes all our deity paraphernalia, the deity worship plates. It takes her like 5 hours, and she stands there and she polishes those silver plates 5 hours every single week. And you should look at the plates shining when we offer every morning when we go there to offer the things for the Lord. Nobody can escape remembering her and her service. So such a beautiful natured person. So I'm so happy that she's connected with Srila Prabhupada, and thank you so much for being my friend, and I wish you all the best in your spiritual journey.
Hare Krishna. Can you quickly run over and give it to the mom? She can say something about her daughter. Kelly?
Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
I'm just emotional, so I didn't know I was going to speak, but I'm just thanking God. Kirsten and her twin were dedicated to God at 6 months old, so this doesn't take me by surprise with her commitment. And I just thank God for the family, the love, and just the initiation and everything that she has dedicated her life to, because without God, we're nothing. And I just thank God He opened the opportunity to come here from Cincinnati today, and the flight was able to get me here.
Wow.
And again, God bless you all. Hare Krishna. I'm
Hare
excited
Krishna.
and joy. And amen. Thank you.
Kelsey, you want to say something? No, okay. All right. So now we'll go with Michael Parr. Okay. He's like the gentle giant. Michael, stands 6'6". He says he has grown shorter. It doesn't look like it. Now, I would like Srinivasacharya to say something about Michael. No, you can say now, yeah. So people know.
Yeah. So many of you, most of you know Michael Prabhu. He has lots of friends here. I met Michael a little over 2 years ago. Actually, Michael's journey speaks to how our ISKCON operates in Houston. In the beginning, he was going to Govindas. He became friends with His Grace Sarvabhauma Prabhu. He guided him to go to the farm. So he was going to the farm. And I was just starting a program at my home, particularly for Westerners. So Sarvabhauma Prabhu told Michael Prabhu to go to my program. So he came over there, and slowly he learned how to chant. And my daughter and I remember, particularly Sugopi remembers, we were sitting at the lunch table and eating, and he said, I don't want to be part of this, but I just like you guys. Okay? I said, that's fine, we are just like friends. And I remember for a long time, he used to talk for 2 hours, 3 hours, right, about civil war and this and that. And eventually, he became so dedicated. So I went to India and I said, Michael, I'm going to India, but I very much want you to have some constant thing going on. So please, can you go to temple? He said, okay. And then he started coming to temple. And guess what? Krishna just caught him. Huh? And then immediately he made so many devotees as friends. And ever since then, he was attending every evening temple programs as much as possible. And he's also one of our greeters at the help desk here for a few days a week. And he was also helping at the farm with preparing prasadam for the cows and the dogs. So Michael is somebody who wouldn't say no. Most of my work is to tell him, don't do too much, don't do too much. Yeah. So we're very happy that he's taking these vows today. And please, all of you, bless him that he will be successful in this journey.
He's also been nurtured by Sarvabhauma and Mother Guru Bhakti also. So they're also very close in. So Michael, what are the 4 regulative principles that you vow?
No meat eating, which includes meat, chicken, eggs, insects. The last will be the easiest. No intoxicants, no illicit sex, and no gambling.
Okay.
Minimum 16 rounds a day, 72 on the auspicious days.
Yeah. All right. So, Michael, I'm going to give you on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and the GBC, I'm connecting you to this Guru Parampara. I'm giving you the name Maitreya Rishi Das.
His Grace Maitreya Rishi Das Prabhu ki!
Maitreya Rishi is a disciple of Parasara Muni. He is a contemporary of Vyasadeva. They used to discuss a lot of religious, dharmic principles. And if you look at the Srimad Bhagavatam, our book Srimad Bhagavatam, from the 3rd canto, chapter 4, to the 4th canto, chapter 31, Maitreya Rishi is explaining a lot of the Bhagavatam philosophy to Vidura, okay, Mahatma. He advised Duryodhana not to fight, but Duryodhana disagreed, and so he cursed him. And then he cursed him to lose the war. So you can see what happens here. So it is said that originally he wasn't so devotional, he didn't have much bhakti, but when he met the devotees, Vyasadeva and others, he got what Srila Prabhupada writes as Agyata Sukriti, and which means unforeseen, but the mercy of the Lord came through that. And then the Lord allowed him to sit when he was explaining the bhakti philosophy to Uddhava, and that's when he became a pure devotee. So Maitreya Rishi Das ki jai. You are not Maitreya Rishi. You are his servant here. Okay. All right. Hare Krishna. All right. The next person. Yeah, this one, right? Or is it? Whose bag is it? Doesn't matter. This is your bag, right? Here. All right. And the next person is, Sneha Lata Devidas. When I first met her, she is so respectful. So the one word that hit me was regal, very, very nice. I think I'll ask her husband to say a few things. Just a couple of minutes. We don't have much time. We have to go to the,
So this morning when you asked me to say a few things, Prabhuji,
you wrote an essay.
I wrote an essay, right? Because I am married to her for 24 years. Mm-hmm. How can I condense in few words, right? Yeah. That was the challenge. So what can I say about Sneha? Last night I told Ganga Mataji that she is like that mirchi bhaji,
Chili,
spicy,
yeah.
that that everybody wants more of. When you eat sweet, you can eat only maybe one or two,
Yeah.
but savory dish, until you are full,
Yeah.
you want it more and more, right? So she is like that. Why? Why is that? Many of the people who have interacted with her, they probably can relate to what I'm saying, that she devotes herself to whatever she does. I have not met many people who demonstrate the strengths that she exhibits every day. A lot of people may not know about her struggles in life, but I do. And I can sincerely say that there are no challenges big enough for her. With the determination, she conquers them all. And I know that she will continue to do that. Her commitments are incredible, unparalleled. She's here hours and hours at a time. And she's very committed. She motivates people around her. And if she inspires them, she inspires them to do their best. And if they don't do their best, they know whom they have to deal with later on. So, she does everything with the quality, with the time you give her. She will do it earlier and a better quality. I won't talk about the cost because there are so many stories I have that she may not be able to manage the cost.
Okay.
For now, she's just not my wife, but she's a partner. She's a companion. She has been inspiration for so many years. She has given us 2 children, the beautiful gift. They are here. As lovely as she is, I'm blessed to have her in my life. And I know that I don't say I love my children or love my wife. Like most Indian men, we are not as expressive, right?
Yes.
But I can say that, I love them all.
Okay.
From the bottom of my heart. I know she's starting a new journey today, but I know in principle she has been living that journey for last 3 years. So I know that she's going to be no doubt she will be a wonderful devotee, and you will be bringing honor to this duty for sure. Finally, Prabhuji, I know you have guided a lot of people. Thank you for taking her as a disciple. We have a lot to learn. Definitely, I don't know a lot about religion as much as you guys do. And hopefully, you will guide her, you will give her the best. We appreciate your guidance and wish to express your sincere thanks for doing that. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Nesha. Best wishes.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. She wants to talk?
I think my daughter wants to say something.
Oh, where's the daughter?
She's there.
Hi, I'll keep it quick. Mummy, thank you for all of your love and unconditional support. I am so lucky and thankful to have you here with me, whether it's waiting to go to sleep until I get back home safely, calling me when I'm walking to my room and just need someone to talk to, or sending me daily reminders to study. I don't recognize it all the time, and sometimes I don't appreciate it, but I know that you're always there for me and Bea, and that I won't get through my day without you. I know you've wanted this for a long time, and I hope you find what you want on your journey. Thank you for being a great mom, a great person, and a great friend. Love you, Radhika.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So I think we are running short of time, but anyway. Sneha Lata. What are the 4 regulative principles?
No use of intoxication, no meat eating, including eggs, fish, and insects. No gambling, no illicit sex. Minimum
of
16 rounds,
rounds
chanting every day.
Every day.
And 25 rounds on Ekadashi.
And 25 rounds on Ekadasi. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and the Guru Parampara and ISKCON GBC, I'm formally initiating you, and your name is Radha Sneha Devi Dasi.
All grace, Radha Sneha Devi Dasi Mataji ki!
So Sneha means affection. In the there are 9 varieties of prema bhakti. There's rati, prema, sneha, mana, pranayam. Then you have raga, anuraga, bhava, mahabhava. So sneha is one of the condensed. As the love increases, it's one of them. And so Radha Sneha Devi Dasi means the affection of Radha. So your affection of Radha, you show it to Krishna. And so you're a servant of Radha also. Okay, Hare Krishna. And finally we have Ravi Pipalaya. Bhakta Ravi, please. He has many friends, and almost every, as you can hear the sound, everyone's excited about him. Yeah, so I asked him who's going to vouch for him or speak on his behalf. So I'm looking for his friends who are cutting up. Where is Gopinath? Yeah, please speak a little bit. But he's also a very gentle person, very humble. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. I know Ravi for almost last 4 years. He's a very fine young man, and very gentle, very humble. And he, like Prabhu said, yeah, we have a lot of friends because he liked to serve devotees. That is where the friendship comes. And very first day I met him. And I saw that he had that in him, that to serve, or service is his main. And very quiet, he doesn't brag himself about what he does. And many people had to find out actually he is very busy with service. No matter what happened, he doesn't know how to say no. So he's always in service. Yeah, I wish you all the best. And for his spiritual journey, I'm pretty sure. He came with a lot of the qualities Prabhu was explaining that I noticed by myself. So I'm sure he will be very successful, but wish you all the best. I'll ask everyone here, please pray for him, for his spiritual journey being very successful. Thank you so much being here, for being a part of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, Ravi, what are the 4 regulated principles? Yeah, he said she may not. Where is she? Okay, you want to say something? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Hare Krishna. Everybody, since I've been here, everybody's just been talking about how wonderful Ravi is, and he's so good, he never says no. So you can imagine how difficult it was for me to grow up with him. Though I am his elder sister, I've always looked up to him. And since childhood, we were all wild in my family, but he's always been this calm person. And I would always wonder, all of my parents, my family, we were always worried about him. But today, being here, I feel this is where he was meant to be, and all his life, he's just been preparing for this journey. So, I just want to tell you, Ravi, all of us are very, very proud of you, and all the best for your journey.
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah. Okay, Ravi, what are the 4 regulated principles that you'll follow for the rest of your life?
No meat eating. That includes no fish, no eggs, and no insects. No gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex.
And you'll chant?
16 rounds minimum daily.
Daily, and
on Ekadashi is 25 rounds.
Okay, thank you. Now your name, Ravi and people are both very nice names. I was tossing whether to use one or the other, but after talking to you, I realized what your name is. So your name, on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and the Guru Parampara, I'm initiating you and connecting you to the Guru Parampara and the ISKCON GBC. I give you the name, Ravi Lochana Das.
His grace, Ravi Lochan Prabhu ki!
So that completes today's Sunday feast. There is Gopi Priya. Yeah. Okay, all of you must go to the yagna. Now for you, Oh, the name, yes. I was looking at the clock, that's why. Okay, Ravi means the sun, right? So Ravi Lochana means the sun-eyed one, and it refers to actually Lord Vishnu, who has fiery or sun-like eyes. It also refers to Lord Shiva also. Okay, so that's the name. I had a hard time trying to figure his name out, so I had to put on the Harry Potter's hat to sort it out. Yeah, so that's what he got. Yeah, okay.
Give him the microphone. He's going to start the Brahma Samhita prayers. We have some Brahma Samhita copies if anybody needs.
Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiravi Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Chintamani Prabhasharma Shikalpa Vriksha Lakshami Shuvira Vimanayantam Lakshmi Sahasya Shatasambram Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venupananda Paraminda Dalayataksam Barhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Vivasarvanamanya Vanshi Ratnangadam Pranaya Keli Kalavilasam Shyamam Trivangalalitam Yata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vritti Pasyanti Kanti Karayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Sinmaya Sarudra Vigrahasya गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अद्वैतमच्युतमनादिमानन्दरूपम् अद्यं पुराणपुरुषं नवयौवनं च वेदैषु दुर्लभमदुर्लभमर्थभक्तो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि तदवत्सरसम्प्रगम्यो वायुरदाति मनसो निरुन्द्रमानं सोऽप्यस्ति यत्प्रबदसिन्धि अविचिन्त्य तत्त्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि एको विधरचितं जगदन्तकोटिं यच्छक्तिरस्ति जगदन्तचयायनन्तः अन्तःसरस्तपरमानुचयन्तरस्थं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्पावपाविदनिरोमनुजस्तदैव सम्प्रभ्यरूपमहिमासनयानपुरुषा सुखैस्तुवन्ति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसप्रतिभावितापि ताभिर्येणरूपतयामि गोलोकैव निवसतिर्भूतो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि वीरमन्तचञ्चुरितभक्तिविलोचनेन सन्तः सदैव हृदयेषु विलोकयन्ति यं शान्तसुन्दरमचिन्त्य गुणस्वरूपं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि रामादिमूर्तिस्वनादियमेन चिष्टं नानावतारमकरोतु गुणेषु विभुः कृष्णः स्वयं समभवत्परमात्मयो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्याप्रभाप्रभवोदयनन्दकोटि कोटिस्वशेषवसुरादिविभूतिभिन्नं तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कलमनन्तमशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि मायानियस्य जगदन्तशतानि सूते त्रैगुण्यतद्विषयवेदविधायमाना सत्त्वावलम्बितसत्त्वविशुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसत्मजलामदांशु व्यापारिणां प्रतिफलं फलं मुदेशा लीलायितेन गुणानि प्रयोजनजस्तं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि लोलोकनाम्नि विजनाम्नि कलेशरस्य देवी महेशहरिनामसुतेषु येषु देते प्रभावनिचया विहितश्च येन गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयसाधनशक्तिरेखा चारेयस्य भुवनानि विभक्ति दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपमखिलस्य चेष्टदेशा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि शीलं यथा विकारविशेषयोगा सञ्जायते नमितदा हृदयस्येतो लक्षणगुणामपि यथा संकल्पयाया गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि दीपावलेन निजसन्तर्पणविलेख्या दीपायते विमतये समानधर्मा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि Brahmaya Vande Ram Same Saranadikara Vinam Vinantu Padmasya Jagayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ani Ananamamu Varudrisasya Kala Satatma Manasiti Jagatrayani Yasmat Bhavanti Bhavanti Vishanti Ramsha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakshakshuresha Sarada Sakala Brahmana Raja Samasta Suramurja Shesha Deva Yashanaya Kampi Samrita Pada Chakra Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Jatmo Tapapati Jaya Sutayasya Pansi Brahmani Kita Patata Dayasya Diva Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Govindamadi Namaskara Bandhana Rupa Bhagavana Moti Karmani Hindu Bhakti Vada Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakrovatama Sahaja Pranayati Viti Vatsalya Moha Kuloda Vasevya Bhavati Sajjivya Tasya Sushim Tamaham Bhajati Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Shriya
I'm going to move around. Okay. I can, if you want, No, that's okay. It will be over it. Because I carry it and move around. Zoom out let's take it on that side. One second. I'm going to why is it not giving me the
Huh?
Sit down, sit down.
Om